Welcome back, family. So in today's video, we're going to be going over everything about the Harmonic scanner, how to use it, how to place trades. I'm also going to go over the Telegram group that we have for the Harmonic scanner, so make everything a lot more simpler for you. So the first thing is to get to the scanner, you're just going to type in harmonics.im. And remember, the link is also on your Forex Vibez training site under tools and resources. So once you click on it, you're going to see this lovely, lovely scanner pop up, right? And right now you're probably like, oh my goodness, I don't know what this is. Don't worry, because the only thing you need to worry about over here are these numbers. So realize that the stop is simply the stop loss. And remember, at any time if you don't understand the terminology, just go back to your academy, because the academy explains everything about the stop loss, entry, take profits to the T. And to get to that, you're just gonna go to im.center. Now you got the stop, which is stop loss. Entry is gonna be your price. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you this. Also, too, your TP number 1, TP number 2, TP number 3. Those are your 3 different take profits. What does that mean? That means that you can put this trade in 3 different times. So the first time you put it in, you put this entry, put this stop loss, you put this first take profit. You put it in the second time, entry, stop loss, second one, and the same thing for the third one as well. So to take note on this, that's what those are. I'm going to show you as well on MT4. Over to the right-hand side, you see here where it says JAFX, that's a broker. So you want to click on this to put it on your corresponding broker. So if you're doing FX Choice, you're doing GBE, Hot Forex, Hugo's Way, Trader's Way, you got a Ghana Trader, you got all these different brokers on here. So whichever one that you're using, you would click on it. So for educational purposes, we're going to click on FX Choice because I know a lot of people use that for a demo. So I'm going to click on that. And you see here the pairs change. So right below here are all your Forex pairs. You see it says AUD, JPY, the BAT. See what it says BAT? Cipher, Butterfly, Gartley. These are the different patterns that the Harmonic scanner is calling. Now, to know more about what it means, that's when you go through the Go Live sessions, such as with Manny Quiones. He goes over what the different patterns mean. But for this purpose today, I'm showing you just how to copy and paste the trades into your MT4. So that's how you would change your different brokers, right? Pay attention to above this where it says D, right? So my mouse is, that's for daily, that's the time frame. Got your 4-hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, and 15-minute. So you just click on whichever one that you're looking for. You're like, hey, I want to see what's on the 15-minute time frame. You would change your broker. We're going to put on FX Choice, and you just look at the different pairs. And the same thing so far and so on. So then we're going to go up here to the top. You see here, this little camera. This is like a screenshot. So if you had analyzed this chart, you was like, hey, you're going through, you're practicing on how to analyze your charts. And you drew a couple of lines on here. It's like, hey, I want you guys to check it out, right? Just say you drew some stuff on there. All you would do is click on here. And what it's going to do is taking a picture of it. It's a snapshot of it. And you just copy this link, post it in the group, and be like, hey, what do you guys think? Boom. And now we can see exactly what you're seeing on your screen. Next, right next to it, this here is the full screen. So I don't know if you're like me, I like to see things a lot larger and a lot clearer, right? You would click on this, and now it makes it nice and clear for you. So you press the escape button, escape back out of it. Right next to it, this little wheel here is your settings. So if you want to change the colors of your candlesticks, you want to make your wicks a different color, anything like that, you want to change the background color, all that is right here, right? So let's cancel out of that. Right next to that, of course, is the save button, because you can save whatever you do on here, right? So don't worry about this here, like the different patterns, because if you fool around with it, say if I mess with it, I want to put it over here, I want to mess with it, a couple of seconds later, a couple minutes later, it's going to go back to where it's supposed to be at anyway. So don't even worry about it if you make a mistake and touch the actual AI system. It's going to correct itself anyway. We're going to come all the way over. Right over here, you see it says TRX USD, JFX, then it has a 1 and 3600. You click on this. Say for instance, you didn't see the pair that you was looking for over here to the right-hand side. You didn't see it, right? And you want to you're like, okay, I need to find gold, which is XAU USD. Just click it and start typing. And then you see the search bar comes up, right? That's it. So a search bar is not going to automatically come up. When you click this, just start typing and everything comes up. XAU, right? And you see here the different brokers come up as well. So right next to this is the arrow. It's grayed out, but if I had to put something on here and I want to put it back, that's what the arrow is for. The one to the left of it, if I want to undo something, right? Next to that's the indicators, because this whole platform, even though it's the AI system, it's automatically calling the trades for you. But it actually is based off the TradingView. So when you get into week, I think it's 4, and you're going to start working with TradingView, you're already going to be familiarized with it because that's what the AI system uses anyway. So right here is the indicators. You'll learn more about that in your weeks to come. So you'll find indicators here. Then right next to it, these are your candles. So if you want to change it to the bars, make it look a little different, right? You want them regular candles, whatever it is you choose, hollow candles. Hakanashi is what a lot of people use, is Hakanashi. So it's all depending on you what kind of candles you want to use, but you'll learn more about that as well for the weeks to come. And then right beside that is your time frame again. So you can choose your different time frames. And then you see over to the left-hand corner, you'll learn more about each one of these in your week. I believe it's week 3 or week 4. When you get onto TradingView, you're going to learn what all these mean. So that is basically how this is set up. Also as well, make this a little bigger so you all can see it. Also as well, way up here at the top, it's going to say brokers. You can choose your brokers that way. Also too, it says scanners. So you can look at this scanner. If you have the Elite Pack, you can look at all the different scanners that you have right in here, right? But we'll go over that in another video. Now, say for instance, you're like, okay, what exactly do I do with these numbers? I'm going to show you on the MT4. So minimize that for a moment so you all can see everything. There we go. Minimize that. So now we're going to go over here to the cell phone. So what I want you to do is when you see these different numbers on here, what you're always going to write down is the pair. So we're going to click on NZD USD. So you always write it down. I don't know about you, my memory, gets away from me sometimes, so I have to write it down. So the pair we're looking at right now is NZD USD. How do I know that? Because it's the one I just clicked on. It says highlighted, NZD USD, and it says butterfly. So you write that down. You write down your pair. This is also good to write down too, because starting in week 2, you're going to start working on your trading journal. So you need to already be used to writing stuff down. So then you're going to come over here as well, where it says stop. You want to write that number. That's your stop loss, right? And that is 0.66552. You want to write down your entry. Your entry is going to be your price, which is 0.66535. And then also you want to grab your take profit. We're just going to do, for educational purposes, take profit 1. So I'm going to write down take profit, which is 0.66497. Now, you have almost everything that you need to go up to the MetaTrader 4. You have your pair, right? You also have your stop loss, your entry, and your take profit. But you're missing something very, very important. You need to know whether this is a buy or a sell. Because the MetaTrader 4 is going to ask you, like, hey, is it a buy or a sell? So pay attention. And this is a very special note I want you to write down. When you're looking at this Harmonic scanner, I want you to look at what a take profit are, what take profits are, and then also what an entry is. So if you see that the take profit is below the entry, that means that you're waiting for it to drop because the take profit is below the entry. That's a sell order. It's either going to be a sell limit or a sell stop. So I'm going to say that one more time. If you see the take profit below the entry, it's going to be either a sell limit or a sell stop. It is a sell order. Now, if you were to see if we can find one for the opposite example. Let's see if we can find one here. Nope. So check this one out as well. You see that the take profit is below the entry. No, the sell order. Let's see if we can find us a buy order. I want you all to visually see this. Okay, this should be one. All right, so here we go. So to know if it's a buy order, which means it's either a market execution buy or it's a buy limit or a buy stop. The entry, right? You see your entry, but your take profit is above the entry. So if you see the take profit above the entry, this is a buy order. So once again, if you see the take profit below the entry, sell order, take profit above the entry, it is a buy order. So now let's go back over to the one we was looking at, which is the NZD USD. All right, let's scroll down so I can see it. And I had my take profit below the entry. So I know already this is going to be a sell order, right? Now, next thing I would do is take all my numbers now, and then I would go over to the MT4. So I'm going to go over to the MT4. And you're just going to copy everything in. That's it. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Well, let's see if we can log in. There we go. Let's make it so I'll be able to share my screen with you all. All right, so now we should be good. So now I'm going to share my screen. You should be able to see it in a couple of seconds. And it should be popping up. There we go. All right. So now, next thing you're going to do is go over to the MT4. All right. We already opened the demo account. Let's go back here. And now what we're going to look for is NZD USD. So I'm looking, this is a new demo account I just opened. I don't see it on there. So the first thing I want to do is add the pair. So I'm going to click on this plus sign. I'm just going to type in NZD USD. Also as well, in case it's moving too fast for you, remember on the Forex Vibez training site, there is a video that shows you how to do this as well, how to place a trade, modify a trade, how to add a pair, all the type of good stuff from an iPhone and from Android. So you do have that information on your Forex Vibez site. So when you come over here, I'm just going to click the plus sign. If I was using an Android, I just press on the pair and then it disappears. Now I'm going to come back over, press my back button. Now I have NZD USD. Now I'm going to click on it, all right, because I want to trade it. And what I want to look at here is I want to put in my stop loss. I said my stop loss was 0.66552. I said my take profit was 0.66497. 497, right? Also as well, I want to pay attention to my lot sizes. If you don't understand lot sizes, make sure you go back through the academy. And then up here at the top, what I want to do, because remember, I had an actual entry order. So the entry is your price. So we said it's going to be a sell, but we don't know whether it's a sell limit or a sell stop, right? So the MT4 makes it kind of simple for you. If I was to put sell stop, notice that place button went away. It just disappeared, right? But if I was to change it to a sell limit, and I start putting my numbers in here, boom, we know that's correct. So the price is the entry. So we're gonna put that entry number in and say it was that number, right? You're gonna put in your stop loss, whatever your stop loss is, and you're gonna put in your take profit. And then you would simply just place the order, right? So if it would happen to be a buy order, you do the exact opposite. You'll change it to buy limit, right? If that didn't pop up for the place button, you just change it to a buy stop. Start putting your orders in. You see nothing still popped up. When I put buy stop, notice that. Change it back to buy limit. You notice that place button lit up. So it's kind of going to help you from doing the buy limit or buy stop. So anytime someone mentions pending orders, that's what your Harmonic scanner is, pending orders, right? And you're just going to put in the numbers. The price is always the entry. Your stop loss is that stop, what it said on Harmonic scanner. Your take profit is either that take profit 1, 2, or 3. If you want to do all 3, you put in 3 different trades, right? But realize too, watch your lot size. You never want to over leverage your account, but we'll talk more about that in our risk management video. So that's how you would do that. Now, say for instance, well, because maybe you don't have time to, be looking at the scanner. There is a Telegram group. So over here, and that Telegram group be placed below this video. So right over here, did it pop up? There we go. It's an actual Telegram group. So we come over here, you see it has 239 different trades already called from the scanner. So I would click on here. I'm going to scroll down. Say for instance, for training purposes, this new one just came up. It says new pattern AUD CAD, right? Then it says M30 BAT. So I'm going to write that down. AUD CAD, M30 BAT. So now what I would do is come back over here so you can see it. And it works the same way, the same exact way. But only thing now you're getting notifications, which the scanner goes off pretty often because they're constantly calling trades. There's always money making opportunities. So it said it was AUD CAD, right? So I would look at AUD CAD. I don't see it. There it is, right? I'm going to click on AUD CAD, and it said M30, which stands for the time frame. So I'll come here to the top, click on M30. All right, so M30, go back down to AUD CAD. It might be on a different broker. So sometimes, because I think this trade was called out, 12 o'clock. It's actually an older trade. Let's see if we can find a broker that actually has it. Let's see here. There we go. So say for instance, we're looking at Trader's Way. It said AUD CAD. We're just going to click on it. All right, it says M. You don't have to worry about where it says BAT. You don't have to worry about none of that. When you're taking the trades from the Telegram group, all you're going to pay attention to is the pair and the time frame. So we know it's on 30 minutes. So that's at M30, AUD CAD right here. And what would we do? If it was a newer trade, we would come over here. We would see where it's at. Like, okay, it's still moving. Perfect. And you would come over here. You can either do a market execution if the trade is already in play, like it is right now, right? And see, we already know that this is going to be a buy order. Why? Because the take profit is above the entry. And then it's already moving. So right now it's on its way to take profit 1. Why do I say that? Because I'm looking to the left over here. You see these candles? This long blue, now these 3 smalls right here, and it's past the entry. So this actually would be a market execution order, right? And then you would just put in, you can either put in your take profit 1, or you can go to take profit 2 if you believe it's gonna go that far, but always put in that stop loss as well. But say, for instance, this trade hasn't even played out yet. Say, for instance, it was still back here. It hasn't even started. It was still right here at this letter D, right? So that's when you would come over here and just put in your entry, which is that price, put in your take profit, put in your stop, and then you go about your day instead of stare at the charts. So you're like, hey, when do I know it's a trade on the scanner? When I know it's a new trade? Because if you're signed to this Telegram group, right? Here it is over here. If you're signed to this Telegram group, it's going to tell you. So you see how often it came through, right? But then it slowed down because right now it's like 2:50, and it's actually a bank holiday over in certain countries. So it slowed down. It stopped right here. But as soon as there was a new one came through, boom, it would be a new trade. You just do a pending order, which is either going to be a buy limit or a sell limit or a buy stop or sell stop, right? So the entry is always your price. Write that down. Take profit above the entry is a buy. Take profit below the entry is a sell, right? So we're going to give you this Telegram group. It's going to be dropped below. Just to recap, the harmonics.im is where you will find this actual AI system. And if you want to, just know you come in here to the right-hand side, click where it says Traders Way, and you will find your particular broker, right? Up at the top here, it has your time frames, M15, your 30 minutes, your hour, your 4-hour, and your daily, right? Right below it, here are your pairs. You come over, you can screenshot. So it's like, hey, drop a screenshot of your most recent markup. Boom, screenshot it, post a link inside the group. We'll have it. Right beside that, that's your full screen mode. Beside that is your settings. That's if you want to change the colors of your candles. Right beside that as well, you can always save it. Then over here, say if you didn't see your pair that you wanted, come over here to where it says it's Traders Way, right? Click it and just start typing, and it'll come up. All right, then but right beside that's indicators, you got your candles, and you got your time frame. So if you ever wanted to take a trade, remember, you're gonna have a Telegram group. It comes through pretty often, right? Pretty often, the trade is calling. So you'll come through, as soon as you see it says new pattern, all you're gonna do is grab where it says the AUD CAD or it's in the time frame. That's all you need to know. Then that's when you're gonna log into your scanner, find that time frame, find that pair, and you're gonna come over here, you're gonna grab your entry, right? You're gonna grab your stop, and you're gonna grab one of your take profits, and then you're gonna know whether it's a buy or a sell. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions whatsoever, remember to ask inside the Messenger group, ask inside the Facebook group, and also to make sure you're on that Forex basic class every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're on a new members orientation because you can ask questions there. That's every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Also too, make sure you're on the daily trainings that we have for each week because you can ask questions there live as well. So that is all for now. If you're new to the community, welcome to the community, and we're looking forward to helping you succeed on your Forex journey.